What if I told you that the book of Enoch describes a hidden reality beyond what most of us know? A place where angels dwell, sinners are punished, and the righteous behold the face of God. A realm where the tree of life flourishes and the fate of fallen angels is sealed for eternity? Stay with me as we uncover the mysteries of the 10 heavens and the divine revelations entrusted to Enoch. The second book of Enoch, also known as Slavonic Enoch, is an ancient Jewish text that expands upon the biblical story of Enoch, a man who walked with God and was no more. Genesis chapter 5, verse 24. It details his extraordinary journey through 10 celestial realms, guided by angels, where he witnesses the secrets of the universe, the dwelling places of the righteous and the wicked, and the glorious throne of God himself. According to this sacred text, Enoch is not merely a visitor. He is chosen to receive divine knowledge, a glimpse of eternity hidden from ordinary men. But what did he see? And why was this knowledge kept from many biblical texts? Join me as we ascend through the 10 heavens, unraveling the mysteries of creation, the fate of fallen angels, and the divine plan for humanity. Welcome, dear viewers, to the Bible story. If you love deep biblical mysteries, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Now let's begin. As Enoch is taken from the earthly realm, he feels his body lifted by an invisible force. His eyes, once bound by the limits of mortal sight, are now open to a reality beyond human comprehension. Suddenly, he arrives at the first heaven, where he beholds a vast and boundless expanse stretching beyond the horizon. According to 2 Enoch chapter 3, Enoch describes the first heaven as a place where great cosmic waters are held in place, an immeasurable reservoir above the earth. These waters shimmer with a divine glow, sustaining the order of the universe. Could this be the same firmament mentioned in Genesis chapter 1, verse 7, where God divided the waters above from the waters below? As Enoch gazes upward, he sees an astonishing sight. Innumerable angels, each assigned a celestial duty. Some govern the movement of the stars, others oversee the rising and setting of the sun, and many watch over the cycle of the clouds and the formation of rain. These are the divine sentinels, ensuring that God's creation functions in perfect harmony. But among them, Enoch notices another group of angels, seated before massive scrolls, diligently writing. Their hands never cease moving as they record the deeds of mankind, both good and evil. These are the record-keeping angels, the watchers of human actions, fulfilling the words of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 10, where it is written, "A river of fire was flowing, coming out from before him. Thousands upon thousands served him. 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him." The court was seated and the books were opened. Enoch is overcome with wonder. Every deed, every thought, every word spoken in secret, nothing escapes their notice. The lives of all people are being documented, awaiting the day of judgment. What does this mean for us today? If angels are constantly watching, recording every choice we make, how should we live our lives? What do you think? Do angels truly record every action we take? Share your thoughts in the comments below. As Enoch marvels at what he sees, his journey is far from over. This is only the first heaven. His angelic guides now prepare to take him deeper, into a realm where fallen angels weep in darkness, awaiting their final fate. Enoch's journey continues. His angelic guides lead him away from the radiant first heaven, and as they descend, the atmosphere begins to change. The light fades, the warmth vanishes, and a terrible darkness surrounds him. A chilling wind howls through the void, carrying with it the sound of wailing and torment. Suddenly, Enoch arrives at the second heaven, a realm of despair and punishment. Unlike the celestial harmony of the first heaven, this place is cold, desolate, and filled with sorrow. The air is heavy with grief, and in the shadows he sees them, the fallen ones. According to the second book of Enoch, chapter 7, this is the prison where the rebellious angels are held, those who defied God's divine order and were cast out of glory. Their once brilliant forms are now shrouded in darkness, their faces twisted with agony as they cry out for mercy. Yet their fate is sealed. Their voices rise in a mournful chorus, pleading for forgiveness, but the judgment has already been set. These are the same angels spoken of in Jude chapter 1, verse 6, where it is written, And the angels who did not keep their proper domain, but left their own abode, he has reserved in everlasting chains under darkness for the judgment of the great day. These are the same beings who followed Lucifer's rebellion, who sought to overthrow God's throne and were cast down as punishment. Enoch watches as chains of divine fire bind them, restraining them until the day of final judgment. One of the fallen angels turns to Enoch, his eyes filled with desperation. He pleads, hoping that Enoch, a man still connected to the world of the living, might intercede for them. But the angelic guides shake their heads. Their judgment is final, one of them says. There is no redemption for those who have turned against the Most High. Enoch shudders. The weight of divine justice is undeniable. If even these mighty beings could not escape judgment, what does that mean for humanity? What happens to those who rebel against God's order? If these fallen angels, once glorious and powerful, could not escape the consequences of their sin, how much more should we strive to walk in righteousness? Enoch feels an overwhelming sense of awe and fear, but his journey is not yet complete. The angelic guides prepare to take him further, to a place where the righteous dwell, bathed in eternal light. As Enoch leaves behind the sorrowful cries of the fallen angels, he is lifted once more. The darkness of the second heaven fades, and suddenly a radiant light pierces through the veil. A feeling of peace and holiness washes over him, unlike anything he has ever experienced. He has arrived in the third heaven, a place of indescribable beauty, the dwelling place of the righteous. According to the second Enoch, chapter 8, this is the true paradise of God, the same Garden of Eden that was once upon the earth before mankind's fall. But unlike the Eden of old, this one is eternal, reserved for those who have walked in obedience to God. Enoch's eyes widen as he takes in the breathtaking sight. Lush gardens, rivers of pure water, and golden fields stretching as far as the eye can see. The very air is filled with a sweet fragrance, and the sound of joyful voices echoes all around him. He sees the souls of the righteous, clothed in brilliant white, singing praises to the Most High. But at the center of it all, his gaze is drawn to a magnificent tree, the tree of life. Its branches stretch across the sky, and its leaves shimmer with a heavenly glow. Its fruit radiates divine energy, unlike anything found on earth. This is the same tree of life that was in the Garden of Eden, now reserved only for those who overcome. This vision aligns with the promise found in Revelation chapter 2, verse 7, where Jesus declares, "To him who overcomes, I will give to eat from the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of God." Enoch watches as angels tend to the tree, ensuring its fruit remains untouched until the appointed time. The righteous will one day partake of it, receiving eternal life and unending joy. The angel guiding Enoch turns to him and speaks, "This is the reward for those who remain faithful. Those who walk in righteousness will dwell here forever in the presence of the Almighty." Enoch is overwhelmed. A place this perfect, this peaceful. Who wouldn't want to be here? But Enoch's journey is far from over. His guide now prepares to take him higher, to a place where angels stand in awe before the face of God himself. As Enoch is lifted once more, the light of the third heaven fades behind him, and he is carried into a realm of celestial wonder. The very air around him hums with divine energy, and before his eyes a magnificent sight unfolds, the vast cosmic order of the heavens. This is the fourth heaven, where the mighty forces that govern day and night are kept in perfect balance. According to 2 Enoch chapter 11, Enoch sees two great celestial beings, each shining with an unimaginable brilliance. One glows like a blazing fire, radiating golden light across the heavens, the sun. The other, a softer luminescent glow, moves in harmony with the stars, the moon. The sun and moon do not move on their own. Instead, Enoch sees angels stationed at their sides, guiding their paths. These heavenly guardians ensure that the sun rises at its appointed time and sets when the night must take its turn. Likewise, the moon follows its cycles, waxing and waning under divine command. Enoch watches as these celestial forces obey their design with absolute precision. The balance of light and darkness, of day and night, is not accidental. It is orchestrated by God himself. This echoes the words of Psalm chapter 104, verse 19, where it is written, "He appointed the moon for seasons. The sun knows its going down. Every sunrise, every sunset, every full moon and eclipse, it all moves according to God's perfect order. Nothing is random. Everything has a purpose." Enoch is in awe. If even the cosmic forces follow God's design, how much more should we? The angel beside him turns and speaks. "All things in creation serve the will of the Almighty. The sun and moon obey their course. The stars follow their decree. What of mankind? Will they align with God's purpose, or will they resist his order? Everything in creation has a purpose. Are we aligning with God's plan for our lives? But Enoch's journey is far from over. He is about to witness something far greater, a realm where the angelic hosts worship before the very throne of God. As Enoch ascends higher, leaving the celestial balance of the fourth heaven behind, he notices a shift in the atmosphere. The radiant glow of the previous realm fades, replaced by a heavy, sorrowful presence. He has arrived in the fifth heaven, a place unlike any he has seen before. This is not a realm of joy or worship. It is a place of deep regret, a prison of sorrow. According to 2 Enoch chapter 18, Enoch sees a great assembly of angels. But unlike the radiant beings he saw before, these angels are silent, downcast, and filled with grief. They are the watchers, once mighty beings who were assigned by God to watch over and guide humanity. But instead of fulfilling their divine mission, they fell into corruption. This moment directly connects to Genesis chapter 6, verse 2, which tells us, "The sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were beautiful, and they took wives for themselves of all whom they chose." These watchers abandoned their heavenly station and descended to earth, taking human wives and introducing forbidden knowledge to mankind. Their actions led to great wickedness and destruction, bringing about the judgment of the great flood. Now these once glorious angels sit in sorrow, fully aware of what they have lost. They are no longer in God's presence. They are outcasts, awaiting their final judgment. Enoch watches as these fallen ones do not speak, do not sing, do not lift their heads. They grieve, eternally mourning the day they chose rebellion over obedience. One of the angels escorting Enoch turns to him and speaks, "These are the watchers who abandoned their duty. They defiled themselves with the daughters of men, and now their fate is sealed. They have fallen from grace, and they will never again behold the face of God." The watchers made a choice that led to eternal separation from God. What choices are we making today? Do you believe fallen angels still influence the world today? Share your thoughts in the comments. But Enoch's journey is not over. He is about to witness something even greater, a realm filled with warriors of light, ready to fight for the will of God. As Enoch is lifted beyond the sorrow of the fifth heaven, he enters a realm unlike any he has seen before. The atmosphere shifts, the weight of grief fades, and in its place comes an overwhelming sense of order, purpose, and divine majesty. This is the sixth heaven, a place where countless angels dwell, carrying out the will of God. The sixth heaven, the keepers of divine order. According to 2 Enoch chapters 19 and 20, Enoch sees glorious angelic beings, each assigned to different roles in the grand design of creation. Some angels oversee natural forces, the movements of the stars, the seasons, and the very fabric of reality. Others record the deeds of mankind, inscribing everything that happens on earth into the celestial scrolls. There are also angels preparing divine messages, awaiting God's command to deliver prophecies and revelations to the world below. Everything is in perfect harmony. Nothing happens by accident. Every event on earth is known and planned before the throne of God. This aligns with the words of Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10, where God declares, "I make known the end from the beginning, from ancient times, what is still to come. I say, my purpose will stand, and I will do all that I please." Do our lives unfold according to a divine plan? Is everything we experience foreseen in the heavens? Before Enoch can fully process what he is witnessing, his angelic guide speaks. "Come higher. There is more to see. The seventh heaven, the throne of God." With a sudden burst of divine radiance, Enoch is taken into the seventh heaven, the highest realm before God himself. Here he sees archangels standing in reverence, worshiping before the unimaginable glory of the Almighty. The very air is filled with songs of praise, a celestial symphony that never ceases. Enoch is overwhelmed by the power and majesty of this place. He knows that no human should be able to witness such glory and live. And yet he is chosen, brought here for a reason. His angelic guide turns to him and says, "You have seen the hidden things. You will return to earth and make them known. You will declare that God's plans are unshakable and that righteousness leads to eternal glory." If everything is planned before God's throne, what does that mean for our free will? Do you believe our lives are preordained? Comment below. But Enoch's journey is not yet complete. He has seen the heavens, but now he is about to stand before the face of God himself. Enoch has seen wonders beyond human comprehension. He has witnessed the cosmic storehouses of the first heaven, the prisons of the fallen in the second, the glorious tree of life in the third, and the heavenly hosts carrying out divine will in the sixth and seventh. But now he is about to enter realms where no mortal has ever gone before, the eighth heaven, the realm of pure light. As Enoch ascends, he is suddenly enveloped in an overwhelming radiance. In 2 Enoch chapter 21, it is written that this realm is made of pure, blinding light, so bright that no earthly eyes could withstand it. But Enoch, by divine grace, is sustained. He sees no physical form, no structures, no beings, only light. It is the essence of divine wisdom, a place beyond all time and space, where God's most hidden mysteries reside. He begins to feel the weight of eternity, the presence of something far greater than all creation itself. Then, as if pulled forward by an unseen force, he is taken even higher. The ninth heaven. The throne room approaches. Now Enoch is in the final veil of the celestial realms. This is the ninth heaven. The closest one can come to the very presence of God without standing before his throne. Here, time itself seems to dissolve. There is no past, no future, only an eternal present. Enoch hears a voice, not with his ears, but with his very soul. A voice of infinite power and love, speaking truths beyond human understanding. The angels here are unlike any he has seen. They do not move, they do not speak. They simply exist in eternal worship, absorbed in the majesty of the Almighty. "You are near the face of God," Enoch's guide whispers. "Prepare yourself." The very fabric of Enoch's being trembles. He knows he is about to witness the most unimaginable revelation of all. If you could stand in a place of pure divine wisdom, what would you ask God? Comment below. But what Enoch sees next will change him forever. Enoch has ascended through the nine heavens, witnessing realms of unimaginable glory, judgment, and divine purpose. But now he reaches the final and most sacred realm, the 10th heaven, where God himself dwells. The throne of the Almighty. Enoch is brought before a place of blinding radiance, a brilliance beyond anything in existence. The throne of God is high above all creation, surrounded by a sea of fire, thunderous voices, and countless angels in eternal worship. He hears a voice, not from any direction, but from everywhere at once, a voice that shakes the very fabric of his soul. This is the face of God, yet no one, not even the highest angels, can fully gaze upon it. 2 Enoch 22. 1-2 describes how Enoch sees the Lord in his glory, but is unable to comprehend his full form. "I saw the Lord's face, but it was like a terrible, impossible fire. None of the angels could look upon him." As Enoch stands before the ultimate presence of the Almighty, something unimaginable happens. He is transformed, no longer just a man, but a heavenly being, clothed in glorious robes and filled with divine wisdom. The Lord speaks to him, "Fear not, Enoch, for you have found favor in my sight. Behold, I shall reveal to you mysteries unknown to men." Enoch is given revelations about the universe, time, and the destiny of the righteous and the wicked. Parallel to Moses, no one can see God's face and live. Exodus 33:20 states, "No man shall see my face and live." Yet Enoch does not die. He is changed, his mortal body left behind, as he becomes one with the divine realm. But what happens next? If you could ask God one question, what would it be? Write it in the comments below. As Enoch receives his final mission, his journey is far from over. Enoch's journey through the 10 heavens has revealed the vastness of God's creation, the spiritual hierarchy that governs the universe, and the divine justice that awaits both the righteous and the fallen. Through his visions of paradise, angelic realms, in the face of God, we are reminded of the ultimate destiny of those who walk in obedience and righteousness. Where do we stand? If angels record our deeds, how will our lives be remembered? If Enoch was transformed in God's presence, what does that say about those who truly seek him? If the fallen watchers mourn their rebellion, what warnings should we take from their fate? What part of Enoch's journey amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments. Do you believe heaven is real? If so, what do you think it looks like? If you want more deep biblical mysteries, don't miss out. Subscribe now and turn on notifications. Also like and share this video. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.